Most traders spend their time searching for better entries, better indicators, better strategies. They believe that if they can just improve their system, everything will finally fall into place. But after spending enough time in the market, a deeper truth begins to appear. It is not the strategy that makes the biggest difference. It is your behavior. It is your daily habits. Because trading is not just about what you know, it is about what you do consistently. And what you do consistently is controlled by your habits. In this video, I want to explain something very important. Daily habits that build a strong trading mindset. Because once you understand this, you will stop chasing perfection in the market, and you will start building discipline within yourself. You will start building consistency in your actions. And that consistency will slowly turn into confidence. If you stay with me until the end of this video, you will understand the exact daily habits that shape professional traders, how these habits influence your decisions, and how you can build a mindset that stays strong even during losses. And if you want to continue building a powerful trading mindset, consider subscribing to Bull Mindset. This channel is focused on trading psychology, emotional discipline, and long-term consistency. Now let us begin with a simple truth. Your trading results are not created in one moment. They are created every day, through small actions, through repeated behavior, through habits. Most traders ignore this. They focus on outcomes. They focus on profit. They focus on short-term results. But professionals focus on daily routines because they understand something very clearly. Consistency in results comes from consistency in behavior. Now let us talk about the first habit. Starting your day with intention and clarity. Professional traders do not open charts randomly. They do not react to whatever the market shows them. They prepare before the session begins. They define what they are looking for. They define their setups. They define the conditions under which they will enter a trade. They define their risk. This preparation creates clarity, and clarity removes confusion. When the plan is clear, the mind becomes calm. Without a plan, the mind becomes reactive. It starts guessing. It starts chasing movement, and this leads to mistakes. Now let us talk about the second habit. Reducing unnecessary exposure to the market. Many traders believe they need to watch the charts all day. They think more screen time means more opportunities. But in reality, more exposure often leads to more emotional pressure. When you watch every candle, every movement feels important. Every small move feels like an opportunity, and this creates impulsive decisions. Professional traders do something different. They control their exposure. They trade during specific sessions. They focus only on their setups. They step away when there is nothing to do. This protects their mental energy, because mental clarity is one of the most important assets in trading. Now let us talk about the third habit. Accepting that doing nothing is part of the process. This is one of the most difficult habits to build, because doing nothing feels unproductive. It feels like you are missing out. But in trading, waiting is not inactivity. It is discipline. Professional traders understand that not every day offers a good opportunity. They are comfortable sitting out. They are comfortable not trading. They know that forcing trades leads to losses, but many traders struggle with this. They feel the need to be active. They take trades just to feel involved, and this is where overtrading begins. Now let us talk about the fourth habit, consistent risk management. Professional traders treat risk with respect. They do not change their risk based on emotions. They do not increase position size after a winning streak. They do not reduce risk out of fear after a loss. They keep it consistent. This consistency creates stability. Because when risk is controlled, emotions are easier to manage. But when risk is unpredictable, emotions become unstable. And unstable emotions lead to poor decisions. Now let us talk about the fifth habit, emotional awareness. Trading is not just a technical activity. It is deeply emotional. There is fear when you are in a losing trade. There is excitement when the trade moves in your favor. There is frustration after a loss. There is overconfidence after a win. Professional traders do not ignore these emotions. They observe them. They notice when they feel impatient. They notice when they feel the urge to take a trade without a setup. They notice when they feel the need to recover losses quickly. This awareness gives them control, because once you recognize an emotion, you can manage it. But if you are unaware, the emotion controls you. Now let us move into real trading examples. Imagine a trader who starts the day without preparation. They open the chart and start looking for opportunities. They see movement. They feel pressure. They take trades based on what looks good in the moment. Some trades win. Some trades lose. But there is no structure. no consistency. Over time, this creates confusion and frustration. Now imagine another trader. Before the market opens, they review their plan. They know exactly what they are waiting for. They wait patiently. They take only the trades that match their system. Some trades win, some trades lose, but their execution is consistent. Over time, this creates confidence. Now let us consider another situation. A trader watches the market all day. Every movement feels important. They feel like they are missing something. They take unnecessary trades. Now imagine a disciplined trader. They check the market only during their planned sessions.
They focus on their setup. They ignore noise. This keeps their mind calm.
Now let us talk about the sixth habit: daily review and reflection. Most traders only look at profit and loss, but professionals focus on behavior. At the end of the day, they ask simple questions. Did I follow my plan? Did I take any emotional trades? Did I manage my risk properly? This reflection builds awareness, and awareness leads to improvement. Now let us talk about the seventh habit: detaching from outcomes. This is a powerful habit. Many traders become emotional after every trade. A win creates excitement. A loss creates frustration. This emotional cycle creates instability. Professional traders stay neutral. They understand that one trade does not matter. They focus on the process. They focus on consistency. This emotional detachment creates stability. Now let us talk about the mental frameworks behind these habits. The first framework is discipline over motivation. Motivation changes every day. Some days you feel focused, some days you do not.
But discipline does not depend on feelings. It depends on habits. When habits are strong, discipline becomes automatic. The second framework is long-term thinking. Trading is not about today. It is about consistency over time. Daily habits support long-term success. The third framework is identity. Your habits shape who you are. If you act like a disciplined trader every day, you become one. If you act impulsively, you reinforce that behavior.
Now, let us talk about practical exercises to build these habits. One powerful exercise is creating a fixed daily routine. Set a time for analysis. Set a time for trading. Set a time for review. This creates structure. Another exercise is using a checklist. Before every trade, confirm your setup. This reduces emotional decisions. Another helpful practice is journaling. Write down your trades. Write down your emotions. Over time, patterns will appear. This builds self-awareness. Another exercise is limiting trades. Set a maximum number of trades per day. This forces you to be selective. Another powerful exercise is intentional pauses. When you feel the urge to take a trade quickly, pause. Give yourself time to think. This reduces impulsive decisions. If this video is helping you understand the importance of habits, consider subscribing to Bull Mindset. Because success in trading is not built on one big moment. It is built on small, daily actions.
Curious. Now let us talk about something deeper. Your habits are shaping your mindset every day. Every time you follow your plan, you strengthen discipline. Every time you break your rules, you weaken it. Every action reinforces a pattern. And over time, these patterns define your behavior. This is why habits are powerful. They are not just actions. They are identity builders. Now let us move toward the final message. You do not need to change everything at once. You do not need to become perfect overnight. Start small. Build one habit. Repeat it daily. Then add another. Over time, these small habits will transform your mindset, and that mindset will transform your results. Let me leave you with one final thought. You do not rise to the level of your strategy. You fall to the level of your habits. Build strong habits. Stay consistent, and trust the process, because your future results are being built today. And if you want to continue building that mindset, subscribe to Bull Mindset. I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.